Welcome back, everybody. Time now is 11:30, and we want to update you on this breaking news. We're following a shooting on the 805. CHP says an officer opened fire on a man, and you can see a lot of traffic backed up on the freeway right now involving this silver car. You see a lot of police cars on the freeway as well. Some lanes started opening up just about a half hour ago. Welcome back. Again, time now is 11:30. I'm Neda Iranpour.
I'm Eric Connor. So we have a map. We want to show you exactly where the shooting is. This is on the northbound 805 and Imperial. This is near Lincoln Park. We have team coverage for you on this shooting. CBS 8's Chris Groh live on Ocean View Boulevard, showing us a live look at the traffic. But first, Kelly Hussedall live at the scene, above the scene there. What have you learned so far about the shooting here today, Kelly?
That's right. You know, we are at 805 and Imperial, and we just got some new information from the CHP about what led up to this shooting. So take a look. Let me show you the scene right now live here on the 805, the northbound lanes right here at Imperial. We're told by the CHP that the officer had pulled over a vehicle for a traffic stop, and then a second vehicle, that that Toyota Scion you see right there, that silver one, pulled up behind him after that traffic stop was over. So the driver of that Scion, described as a Hispanic male, was seated inside. The officer spoke to him and discovered he had a knife. Take a listen to what happened next.
Retreated to his patrol vehicle. At this point in time, the original violator had left the scene and immediately advised dispatch of the situation. At some point in time, while the officer was taking cover behind his patrol vehicle, the suspect exited his vehicle, still brandishing the knife and advancing towards the officer. Despite numerous commands, verbal commands, the suspect failed to stop, failed to drop the weapon, and continued to charge towards the officer.
So as you heard the CHP say right there, that suspect advanced toward the officer with that weapon. The CHP says the officer told him repeatedly to drop it, but he did not. Now the officer fired his weapon at the man several times, hitting him. That man was transported to the hospital. We're told, though, that he has non-life-threatening injuries. Now we're told that the officer fired those shots away from traffic. You know, at that time of the morning, around 7:30, 7:45 is when this all happened. You can imagine that there were a lot of drivers on the road. It was rush hour. No one else was hurt, and we're also told the officer, who is a 5.5-year veteran of the force, was not hurt either. So back out here live, a lot for the CHP to sort through. I can tell you there are a number of evidence markers out here at the scene on the 805 freeway. You can see all those cones there on the freeway. You know, investigators are trying to preserve as much evidence as possible. So traffic is being rerouted off of the 805 at Imperial, and drivers are allowed to get back on the 805 once they get over this overpass. But you know, traffic is just a mess out here, and we're told it could be some time before this area is reopened. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, traffic a mess out there, that's for sure. You can see that behind Kelly there. CBS 8's Chris Groh live on Ocean View Boulevard with the view from that vantage point. Still quite the backup here, Chris.
Yeah, we're going to focus on this section of the 805 right here. Yeah, that is the crime scene that's right above us, but we're getting a pretty good vantage point of the Imperial off-ramp. That's where all of that northbound traffic on the 805 is being rerouted to go around this very large section of the 805 that they have sectioned off, and then, of course, to make and continue the rest of their trip. Now, the one thing that if we stay on this live picture here and we kind of pan over west just a little bit towards this left-hand side, you can see that those cones that have been put up to what looks like get ready for the opening of those first 3 lanes, because those are the 3 lanes furthest from that crime scene, from that shooting scene, I should say. But at the time, at this moment, we don't know when we will see traffic flowing through that area. Now, let's give you a look at, with this video, what is happening here behind us, south of where we are right now. For those drivers, they are headed northbound. You can see that congestion. It is bumper to bumper to bumper for folks that are trying to make their way north right now on the 805. And at this moment, we do not have an ETA on when those remaining 3 lanes will reopen. So if you're sitting at home right now and you use the 805 northbound, especially through this area, best to find an alternative route. So back out here live, when we do start to see those 3 lanes reopen, we will be sure to let you know on social media, on our website, with our push notifications, but also here on CBS 8 as well too, and continue to follow us as we have our noon edition here of CBS 8 as well too. Eric and Neda.